Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. I wanted to quickly talk about something that I've been talking about for quite some time because the other day I got some confirmation of this. And this is this idea that a lot of these so-called ethical vegans, especially the ones that like to use this name the trade argument or a version thereof, what they're doing is reducing humanity, what it means to be human, to a single trait, namely sentience, which is why this way of arguing, name the trait and the like, is a single cause fallacy. It's illegitimate and it's fallacious. Now, in my debate with Vegan Gains, when I asked him to prove that his name the trait test is credible, that you could actually pass it, right, if it's a good test, which he wasn't able to do. What his moral system framework, if indeed it is based on sentience, giving people or animals the so-called right to life and liberty, what it actually allows for, if again sentience is going to be the trait, is for eating dead people and killing and eating kids that are born with anencephaly, because both dead people and these kids don't have any sentience. I warn you, some of these images are going to be a little bit graphic, but anencephaly, reading from Wikipedia, is the absence of a major portion of the brain, skull, and scalp, and occurs during embryonic development. So on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to read this whole thing. With very few exceptions, infants with this disorder do not survive longer than a few hours or possibly days after their birth. Not that this was relevant really to the debate, but Gaines wanted to talk about how these kids never survive, and he was reading from Wikipedia when it clearly says that there are a few exceptions, just as all these kids you see here that are clearly older than just a few days. Anyway, sorry about that. I know this is kind of gruesome and graphic. Signs and symptoms. The National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke describes the presentation of this condition as follows. A baby born with anencephaly is usually blind, deaf, unaware of its surroundings, and unable to feel pain. It doesn't have any sentience because it's missing a large portion of its brain responsible for the so-called sentience. So, Vegan Gaines said that, well, he doesn't have a problem with killing and eating these kids because they're essentially like a carrot. Okay? That's what he said. Humans are carrots. Vegan Gains 2018. Oh yeah. Great. Great argumentative strategy. Awesome debater. Yeah. So this illustrates very explicitly this concept that I've been talking about, right? If you don't have sentience, these ethical vegans that push this name the trait argument based in sentience, they don't think you're human, right? Of course, this is a human baby. It's an impaired human baby that doesn't have sentience, but it's still a human. But because they've reduced humanity to a single trait, this is a carrot. According to Vegan Gains, this is a carrot. Think about that. Thanks for listening.